Hey, hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Core Wellness TV. This is Dr. Steve Hoffman, and thank you for joining me today. I have some stuff to talk about knees today. My own knee has been through a little trouble lately, and I'm coming out the other end of that. And it seems like there's been a rash of knee, an epidemic that's been coming into my office, and I was going to share a couple of stories about people that are doing basic things to feel better quickly. All right, but the first thing is, this is the mindset piece about the knees or about anything really. I recently had a close to 40-year-old female, overweight, knee pain for 20 years. Came in and said, I don't basically know what I'm doing here. My husband told me to come in because he helped you helped him, but I really, you could see that she's thinking, you're really not going to help my 20 years of knee pain, right? Get out of here. And so first thing we had to do was remove this blockage between her ears, because what happened to her when she was a teenager, she had knee pain as a teenager, went into the doctor, he said, well, you just have arthritis. I'm sorry, right? We really don't know what to do, but you have arthritis, and that's what is your problem. So she carries this diagnosis with her for 20 plus years, thinking she has arthritis. That's, she's a victim of arthritis. She's a victim of a disease, an itis in her knees. That's the first thing we had to remove. I said, well, let's give it a shot here, okay? Let's just do a little bit of work around your knees. Let's release a little bit of the muscle tightness around your knees. That's all I did. I released some of the quadriceps muscles in the front, and a little bit of the hamstrings in the back, and a little bit of just kind of the muscles around the knee. And then we said, okay, since your knees are subservient, basically slaves to your hip, let's wake up your hip muscles. So let's lay back. And so what did we do? We gave her, I'm out of camera here, right? Really? Let's see. There we go. What we do? Simple bridge, right? First thing we do is we taught her how to turn on her center, her core. So we taught her how to brace and make stiffness around her center and be able to breathe while she's there. That's always first. That's what we always teach. And then let's bridge up. And while we're bridging up, let's push out into a heavy TheraBand. Let's wake up the hip stability system. Okay. So comes back in a few days later, sore the next day from the work we did. But, the other thing, we taught her when she goes upstairs, since her knees hurt when she went upstairs, she was kind of going upstairs in this holding on and pulling herself up the stairs. See that pull versus being upright and using her hip muscles to push herself up the stairs. Okay, so that's the only activities of daily living advice that I gave her, which I'm giving you right now. If you have hip pain, knee pain, make sure you're upright when you're going upstairs and you wake up that backside pusher, wake up your pushers, okay? So she's thinking not only when she's upstairs, but also now when she's walking, she's thinking of pushing herself along versus pulling herself along. Get the idea? So she comes back, a little sore from the work we did the first day, 50% better with her knees. Okay? Huge. And now she has just done something actively to take care of herself. We're not treating the condition of the knee pain or the diagnosis. We're not treating the arthritis. We're treating the dysfunctions that she's got that are leading to this. The biggest dysfunction was in her brain. The other dysfunction was she wasn't using her hips to move efficiently. Therefore, her knees were taking more stress. So that's a very simple thing. Bridges with the push out. Get rid of the diagnosis that's in your head. Wipe it off. Find out what's dysfunctional and fix that. And you think miracles can happen, right? So let's see if I forgot anything else. The next thing when we came in the next day, then on the next treatment, we talked about how to connect her hip to her, get my shoes off real quick, to her feet, right? We want 3 pillars of the feet connected to the ground at all times, right? We have our base of our heel, base of our big toe, base of our little toe. Those 3 pillars are always in connection. A lot of times we hang out on the back end, usually we hang out on the front too much. Finding the 3 points of support and then practicing. Here, let me get my other brush you off here real quick. Okay. First thing I did the first day when I checked her balance, I said, stand on one leg, and she went like this. Okay, when I see it lean like that, it tells me that the hip's not doing its job. So we started doing little shifts. Okay, so it shouldn't look like this when you're standing on one leg. So she started practicing standing on one leg with her 3 pillars intact. Now her feet are talking to her hip, right? And the knee's just in the middle. The knee's in a lot happier place if the hip and the feet are talking to each other. Deal? Get the idea? So it's basic stuff. Bridge, push-up, learn how to use your center. That's all in the Fundamentals series, okay? If you don't have the Fundamentals series, it is still currently free. That may change soon. I've got some things up my sleeve. But if you go to the Fundamentals series at gettoyourcore.com and just put your name and email address in there, you'll get that for free. It'll teach you how to turn on your core and do the baby belly and baby back and some of that other stuff. The other thing about knees, this morning I had a new enrollee into the Core Wellness Institute course. By the way, that's what always sponsors these free episodes of Core Wellness TV, is our full course that has everything to reverse cross posture syndrome, to bring your body back into balance, bring you out of stress physiology and into peace physiology, so your joints can move more appropriately, take the tension out of your neck, shoulders, get rid of headaches, carpal tunnel, hip pain, knee pain, all that stuff. By the way, if pain goes away as you work on your basic postural skills, and you work on your mental, emotional skills, and you work on your nutrition skills, if pain goes away, that's real and tough luck. All right? That's a quote I stole from Ida Rolf, the founder of Rolfing Instructional Integration. Anyway, so pain relief is not the goal. Fixing the dysfunctional movement patterns and posture patterns and breathing patterns and nutrition patterns and thought patterns that cause stress in your body is the goal. All right? Anyway, Core Wellness Institute, that's at reversecpsnow.com. Reversecpsnow.com. New enrollee into the course just this morning, and in the course I have a survey that they fill out, and he filled out the survey, and he said that he had been dealing with knee pain, back to knee pain here, for the last 2 years, and he's been doing some work, some rehabilitation stuff. He's also a chiropractor, so he's a colleague of mine, and so he's been learning some stuff. I haven't talked to him yet. I'm going to talk more to him. If you're out there, Doc, I'm going to connect with you soon, so be on the lookout. He said he had 2 years of knee pain, and then, so he was been gaining on it a little bit. He said after just 3 days of doing the Fundamentals series, of reversing cross posture, that's just basically opening up at the front of the hip, opening up the chest, learning how to use your core correctly and breathe correctly. He said there's been a dramatic improvement in just the 3 days, which sparked him to learn more. He wants to learn more and find permanent relief from this. So I thought that was very interesting, and I'm going to learn more about that. But just by doing the basics of the basics, like the Fundamental series, there's like 6 things, right? It's the basics of the basics of the basics. So there's so much more to learn. But so if you're struggling with any kind of pain, discomfort, start with that Fundamental series at gettoyourcore.com. And if that feels good to you, feels right to you, please join us in the course, and that's at reversecpsnow.com. So hopefully that helped a little bit today. And again, remove the diagnoses from your head. Think about processes, not conditions. Processes, movement patterns, posture patterns, diet patterns, thought patterns, the way you process emotions, the way you project your anger at other people, all that kind of stuff matters. Find peace physiology. Stop and listen to your breath for 5 minutes today, and that'll get you on your road. All right? So that's it, guys. I'll see you next time. If you have any questions or comments, please visit me at the blog post where this video is posted. If you're watching on YouTube, all the interaction and fun happens over at the blog. That's where you can contact me and get in touch with me and get all your questions answered there. All right? That's it. Have a great day. Get out and enjoy some nature, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.